Good morning. So I want to show you guys some tips for how to style post-workout hair. As you can see, I have clearly worked out. My hair is sweaty, a little dirty, and even getting a little bit of my natural curl back from being sweaty. So my hair was clean yesterday. I washed it, shampooed it, blow dried, all that stuff. And then when I work out, generally if I'm trying to preserve my hairstyle, I think the best way to do it, instead of doing a high ponytail or anything where you're lifting your hair up, whether it's all your own hair or you have extensions in, I think the best way to conserve it is by wearing it a little bit flatter to your head. So like I said, even though my hair's sweaty and some of the natural curls coming back, it's all flat to my head, so it's not twisted, it's not turned, there's not crimps in it. I mean, there's gonna be crimps from the braiding, but there's not dents from hair ties or anything like that. So I am going to get ready to hop in the shower, and then I'll be back to show you the rest. But when I shower, and again, I'm trying to preserve my hair, I use my trusty t-shirt headband. So literally I cut the sleeve off of the t-shirt. The reason I love this is because if you wear it like this with the seam at the nape of your neck, it doesn't add any creases to your hair, and it also covers a lot more of your hair. So literally you just put it on around like you're putting on a headband, and then slide it up over your head, and then take your hair if it's long and just kind of wrap it up however you can in a loose way. Usually I use some clips just to get it up so that it's not getting wet, and then I like to use my trusty butterfly clips to keep it in place. It's a really gorgeous look. You know, it can also double as like a black tie, updo style, something like that. It's really fantastic. You generally want a lot of people to see like this because it's really fantastic. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, and then I'll be back to show you guys the rest. I was using GHD's Flight. This is their travel dryer. It is small, but it is mighty and really easy to travel with. I'm not traveling, but I just wanted to show you that. So now I'm going to use the GHD Soft Curl Curling Iron. It's 1 1/4 inch. You can see how quickly it heats up. It'll ding when it's ready. My hair actually feels pretty clean. I'm gonna add a little just dry shampoo because sometimes I feel like as the day goes on, it'll start to feel a little bit greasy, so this is more of a preventative measure. So I'm just misting, oh dang, it's ready, a little bit of R & Co's Skyline. And just really manipulating it with my hand so it doesn't leave any powdery spots. Again, with the trusty butterfly clips. Up. And then another big section. Up. You always want to just separate your hair down the back in the middle and bring it all forward and work up here. So because I already have a lot of wave in my hair from the braids, I'm just going to kind of work with that and touch it up. So I'm just going to go through and see what needs to be recurled. Again, I can't reiterate enough. You want to make sure that you do get your hair 100% dry before you start heat styling it with any iron. So when you're blow drying it, you just want to make sure to totally get the moisture out, even if you leave any of the wave in, so that you're not putting a hot tool on wet hair. Because again, that'll be like, you know, imagine putting a hot iron on a wet shirt. So I'm curling away from my face. So I'm putting it in, curling away from my face. When your hair is extra long, the steam coming off is just the product. That means that the product's working. It's creating a barrier between your hair. So that's just the steam coming off from the product. Twist it out, move down. All the Orbe products are tested to 450 degrees of protection, and the GHD irons, as we all know, go up to 365 degrees. So your hair is definitely protected. All right, that side looks good. I'm gonna move over here. The left side's always a little more challenging for me with the curling iron on my own head. Because you have to kind of play with it a little bit. So sometimes I'll turn the iron upside down. It enables me to get it in the direction I want to go. But then I also will pick up pieces and do the same thing. Again, going away. Curling it up, holding it. GHD1, GHD2, GHD3, GHD4. One twist. Roll it down. Back up. Hold. One twist. Down. You can see my hair is getting a little twisted here, but for this technique, that's okay. Because it's kind of similar to the wave I'm creating. So I'm not worried about the hair getting twisted, whereas with some other techniques, I would want to keep it similar. But with this one, perfecto. You always want to make sure, I feel like the hardest spot is like right here. So you always want to turn around if you can and check in the mirror. I always just will kind of like pick up a piece and then turn back around. There's always that like dead center that you can't quite reach. So you might just wrap it on the iron and almost use it like a wand and hold it. And then again, doing the same thing, coming around to the front. And just kind of piecing out pieces that need to be curled. final section, letting it down, kind of seeing where it wants to fall, and then just hit that bad boy with a little final wave. It does require a little torsion. It's like your shoulders should be burning right now. That is correct. This is not a comfortable position to be standing in, but luckily it's not too long. Look, it'll be so annoying and people will be like, oh my god, how'd you get your hair like this? It's like, well, I washed it yesterday, blew it out, curled it, and then worked out last night and again this morning and sweat on it, and then a little dry shampoo, some heat protectant, and some more curls, and ta-da. And they'll be like, oh. And then it'll be the kind of thing that if your hair is clean, like you can't actually replicate, which is annoying. But, you know, remember, sweat is just salt water. It's not oil. So if your hair was washed yesterday, like your scalp's still clean, it just has some little salt water. And so, especially for me where my hair is a very fine texture naturally, the salt water actually works to my benefit because it's like a texture spray. It's like adding literally like your natural sea salt spray to your hair. And so it really fattens up the cuticle and gives you a little bit more texture. So I love it. I think it can really work to your benefit. And that's it. Under 15 minutes, ready to rock. If you want to hit it with a little, you know, my favorite is always the Orbe Split End Seal. I love a couple pumps of this on dry hair because it just seals the ends in without giving it too much stickiness. So I love that. If you need a little more dry shampoo, you can hit it with some more dry shampoo. I also love R&Co's Trophy. This is like a hybrid dry shampoo texture spray. So it has some hold, some texture. I don't know, it's somewhere between a matte and a shine. So I love it. Ready to rock. No one's any the wiser.